buried my heart in a hole in the ground. With the lights and the roses and the cowards downtown.
You ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
No one around.
Vor wenigen Jahren sind sie noch ein Geheimtipp gewesen. Heute gehören sie zu den grössten Rockbands der Welt. Das sind Foals. Janis and Jimmy, nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Hi, good, thank you. Really good.
Good, yeah, really good.
You just came back from Australia and now you're on a massive tour through Europe. How's it going so far?
Good. We've only done one show so far in Vienna. I've
Yeah.
already forgotten where we were yesterday. Yeah, it's good. It's nice to be on the road properly.
Cool. Eben, sie sind gerade von Australien heimgekommen, jetzt sind sie wieder auf Tour in Europa und es läuft eigentlich alles gut. Sie freut sich zum da sein. The first time I saw you in Switzerland was in a small place called Abart. It's a venue for about 300 people.
The really hot place.
A really hot place.
Yeah,
We're
I
all
remember that.
sweaty. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, I do. It was like everything was like metal. It had like metal walls.
Don't forget the microphone. Just we can hear you.
I remember that we played Black Gold there and it like got a real it's one of the only times we've ever played Black Gold live and it went down really well. I remember like everyone dancing to it.
Also ihr mögt sich erinnern, die Show im Abart 2010 in einem kleinen Club und irgendwie Black Gold haben sie dort gespielt und es war alles mega heiß gewesen. Also eine gute Erinnerung aus Abart. Now you're playing bigger venues, really large venues. Did you see that coming 2010 when you were playing at Abart for 300 people?
No, I don't think.
No, definitely not. No.
I don't think you can see that coming, really.
So
We were just kind of, particularly at that time, we'd made a kind of more introverted record, so I don't think we would have predicted that we would have become like this kind of bigger band. If anything, we felt like we were probably going to start playing smaller venues or something. Like, yeah, it wasn't part of the plan.
Also sie haben das nicht können voraussehen, es war nicht eigentlich ihr Plan gewesen, aber ja, heute sind sie eine der grössten Band. Now you're a big selling rock band. Do you sometimes miss the old times or you're playing more intimate shows, also like parties? I think in the beginning you were playing a lot of like private parties and just like house parties. Do you miss that? Do you sometimes feel you lose the connection to your roots, say?
I feel, yeah, I think it's easy to romanticize the past. Especially, it seems like those smaller shows were like more innocent or something, or I don't know, like more naive, and we were having more fun. But I don't know if that's really true.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think Jimmy's right. I mean, the other thing is that we do still play some small shows. Like, you know, sometimes when we play in America in certain towns, the shows are smaller, and like we do put in, we put in smaller club tours, like particularly at the start of the record. So I think we still get a taste of it. I don't really miss the house parties. I don't think it would be the same now. If we were to do it, it would feel like a bit contrived. But I'm glad we did it that way at the beginning, but I don't really see the point of going back, you know.
Früher haben sie kleinere Venues, kleine Partys gespielt, aber ja, das vermisse ich eigentlich nicht. Früher war es richtig gewesen, heute würde es sich nicht mehr richtig anfühlen, weil es einfach romantisiert. Do you understand Swiss German, some words?
I understand German.
You understand German? All right.
But Swiss, so I understand some words, but it's pretty weird.
I understand absolutely nicht.
Nichts, ganz gar nichts. Ja, Deutsch verstehen sie nicht wirklich. Something that didn't really change is you, Janis, jumping off from balconies or high objects.
Yeah.
Where does this passion come from?
I mean, just from from watching other bands and liking those kind of shows. It's like if you watch Iggy Pop live, like back in the day, you know, they were like violent, intense performances, and I think that's the kind of band we want to be. We don't want to be like safe, you know, so just makes the show better.
Also der Janis kommt mega gerne vom Balkon oben runter, also in der Show natürlich auf die Leute runter, oder von höheren Objekten, und er findet einfach, das macht die Show besser, es ist ein bisschen violent, ein bisschen wild, und ja, am Schluss ist es eine bessere Show. You mentioned that violence, and I think violence and aggression is something that I not only see in your live performances but also in your music and also in your music videos. Where does this aggression and maybe violence come from in Foals?
I don't know. I definitely don't think when we started out there was really any of that. Like on records like Antidotes and stuff. I mean, it's just like we want to express an array of emotions. It's not just like one thing, you know. So there's room for it, you know. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's just like it's something that's there. Like, and you know, I don't know. It's kind of a weird question to have to answer. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I also wouldn't. If you say why do you write quieter or more melancholic songs, or why do you write atmospheric songs, or why do you write dancey songs? Like, same answer, just because it's why not. You know,
It's just the thing. I don't see a lot of, let's say, political influence or political messages in your music, and sometimes the more aggressive and violent bands tend to be a bit more political as well. So that's why I wonder.
Yeah.
We don't have the knowledge to back it up.
Alright. Also, sorry.
Speaking for myself, though.
Alright. Die Aggression und die Gewalt, die in ihren Musikvideos etc. Stattfindet, sie wissen selber nicht, wo das genau herkommt. Eher nicht so vom Politischen, weil sie nicht so eine politische Band sind. You just released a new video for Birch Tree that you shot in LA. It says it's like Super 8 movie style. Why did you decide to do that in this way?
Because we just, like, the last 2 videos we did before that were pretty heavy and quite dramatic, and I think it just felt natural to do quite a light-hearted, nice, warm, happy video. Because Birch Tree is such a nice song. It's a really summery song. And we were going out to LA, and our friend Dave Marr was out there, and he's got a Super 8 camera. So it was a pretty easygoing video.
Sie haben ein neues Video gemacht für Birch Tree, einen sehr sommerlichen, fröhlichen Video im Super 8-Stil, und ein Freund von ihnen hat die Kamera gehabt und sie gefunden, komm, wir machen einfach mal so ein Video. Another video from Mountain at the Gates.
Oh yeah, there was 3 videos before that.
Yeah, you made it with a GoPro, like a 360-degree video, something really special with a lot of technology involved. I was a bit surprised because I see Foals more as like an analog band and not like a super, let's say, a band that embraces everything that's like just trendy and just coming up. You're more like, I don't know, stick to your roots maybe a little bit more. I was a bit surprised that you did this thing with GoPro.
Yeah, well, it was an opportunity that we would be stupid to turn down, I think. When someone says like, oh, this could be the first video or one of the first videos ever done like this, it'd be kind of boring just to be like, we'll stick to the Super 8.
Sie haben ein Video gemacht, wo sie so ein 360-Grad-Video haben für GoPro, oder so der Video 360 Grad kannst anschauen, und sie haben gefunden, hey, das ist eine super Gelegenheit, um das erste Video zu machen, wo man in dieser Art und Weise hat. Und dann wäre es ja blöd und boring gewesen oder langweilig gewesen, wenn man das abgelehnt hätte. Janis, in an interview with joiz 2014, you said that you maybe want to change your lifestyle a bit. You said that you're having a maybe a little bit unhealthy life, food-wise and party-wise, etc. Did you change anything, or are you still the same?
No, pretty much the same.
You're pretty much the same. Still partying, still going wild.
Definitely still partying, but I think I'm looking after my voice maybe a bit more. But I definitely don't feel like I've got to where I was maybe talking about back then. But it'd be it's just part of being in a band. I think that's the thing. There's the rest of our lives to behave ourselves. Like, why not just be a bit naughty now?
Janis hat 2014 mal gesagt, er hat ein kleines ungesundes Leben und er wollte es ein bisschen ändern. Jetzt sagt er, aber es ist eigentlich immer noch alles gleich und es ist einfach Teil. Es ist einfach so, wenn man halt in einer Band ist. Being part of a band is that you hang out with a lot of guys all the time. And Johnny Buckland, guitarist of Coldplay, he once said that being in a band is like a marriage without sex. How do you feel about that statement?
I feel like it's more like an egg and spoon race that you never win.
All right.
It's like when you're learning how to swim and you have to jump in the pool with your clothes on.
Can you explain that a bit more?
It's just really difficult. Incredibly draining.
Also in einer Band sein ist für sie etwas sehr Schwieriges, wenn du in den Pool reinspringst mit den Kleidern, aber was er ganz genau gemeint hat mit dem, habe ich auch nicht verstanden. Some critics see your last 3 albums, Total Life, Forever, Holy Fire and What Went Down, as somehow like a trilogy. What can we see next from Foals? What can we expect as a next album? Are you writing already?
I think we're about due a folk album.
A folk album? That's a joke.
There, pal.
That's a joke.
I've got a lot of arms, not arms I need to twist to get that through. But
I think that whatever it will be, I think that, you know, particularly say the last 2 records worked that kind of in a similar groove in certain ways, and I think that at least from the few discussions we've had about the next record, and probably what everyone is feeling privately, is that we want to do something that is like a bit of a radical shift, even if it's just in the way that we write it maybe, or I think we'd like to do something that just tests the boundaries a bit more. I think we've earned the space to be more experimental, because that's kind of what we've been wanting to do since the beginning, and we've managed to do it a certain amount. But I think the next record might be one that kind of goes a little bit more into the sort of outer cosmos.
An outer cosmos, that's a good statement. Also ihr nächstes Album wird wahrscheinlich ein bisschen experimenteller, ein bisschen eben out im Kosmos, wie sie sich das auch verdient haben nach 3 Alben, wo sie doch experimentiert haben, aber immer noch in gewissen Grenzen. Your last album you recorded in France, in somehow like a chateau, like a castle. How was the feeling there? I was watching the documentary and it felt a bit cold atmosphere.
Well, yeah, it changed. It was winter when we got there, and it was really windy, so it was quite cold. But the studio is pretty cozy. It's got like roaring fires and stuff. So, yeah. And then it changed to spring, which was amazing. And then all the flowers came out, and it got really hot. So you've got the best of both worlds, really. But it was a good place to record.
Yeah, we saw the changing of the seasons basically. So it was cold when we got there. Yeah.
Das letzte Album haben sie in Frankreich aufgenommen, in einem kleinen Schloss. Und es war Winter, als sie angekommen sind. Und nachher ist der Frühling gekommen und sind so der Wechsel gesehen von der Jahreszeit. Und das hat ihnen, glaube ich, recht gefallen. So tonight you're playing a big show. What can we expect?
Play some songs.
Play some songs.
We'll move around a little bit. Play some old ones, some new ones.
That doesn't really sound very exciting.
A couple of drinks on stage.
Yeah, well, I think, you know,
Clap my hands.
Just gonna play a show.
Yeah.
Like, anyone that's seen us play live. Anyone that's seen us play live, I mean, you know, we play intense, passionate shows, so that's what it'll be, you know.
We're going to give everything we got.
Sie geben alles an ihrer Show, die sie heute Abend spielen. Sie spielen ein paar Songs, haben sie gesagt, logischerweise. Janis, Jimmy, thank you very much for the interview.